Hi, and welcome to the Tennessee Chamber's My Town Summer Series, where we'll be going through and telling you about communities all through Tennessee. We're here today with Laura Barnett from the Kingsport Chamber. Laura, tell us all about Kingsport.
Well, we are located in Northeast Tennessee, so we like to say that we're a hidden gem in the Northeast Tennessee area. We are really considered a region up in our area, so there's Kingsport, Bristol, and Johnson City in our region and surrounding counties. But Kingsport has about 55,000 in population. But if you look at the footprint in which we work and are invested in, it's Northeast Tennessee, Southwestern Virginia. So that's about 1.5 million people
Right.
in our area.
Tell us about some of those common issues that business leaders in your community are talking about.
So I'm sure we're like everyone else across the state, even across the country. So some of the common issues that we're looking at right now, of course, is our workforce. Having enough employees to be able to fill the jobs that we have in our area, but also childcare is another important issue with our employers. So just trying to tackle those things, especially coming out of a pandemic, is something we're really working hard on.
As we look at sort of the vital signs of Kingsport, what are those? How are you doing economically? Coming out of a pandemic, what's it look like?
So, if you wanted to look at something, we're trying to look at something positive coming out of a pandemic. And so one of the things is we are experiencing growth, like a lot of other communities in Tennessee, unlike what we've seen. Our city manager, Chris McCart, has talked about the 24 years he's worked with the city of Kingsport, that we've not had this much economic growth and development that we've had recently. Right now we are looking at developing 5,000 home sites, which is enormous for what we have in our town and in our city. And so we've also had a lot of small businesses that have opened even during the pandemic, which we are grateful that they're investing in our community. So we're trying to look at the positives of coming out of this, and one thing is really kind of exponential growth.
So you are very involved in policy in your community. What are some of the things you do to engage your local elected officials, state, federal elected officials?
So we like to think, hopefully, that we have great relationships. We are blessed in that we have great relationships with our officials all the way from local up to federal. So on the local front, we do tend to speak with them regularly, meet with them regularly on issues that may be coming up that are of concern for our business community. But also from the state and federal side as well, we do something a little bit unique with our state officials, is that we meet with them weekly via Zoom during session. So they're able to hear from us and hear from the business community to what is important to them and the issues that may directly affect them. But at the same time, we also get to hear from them as well on things that they're working on. It's just about developing those relationships that we have all across the board, and just to let them know that we are here. We can be utilized to be kind of that conduit between them and the business community.
And that feedback is so important.
It is. It's very important.
So important. Well, thank you all for joining us today. We'll be back with another My Town, the Chamber's Summer Series next week.